Happy Thanksgiving. It is Thursday, 3/24, and I am heading to the Eagle Rock Loop in Arkansas, which is up right at Alberts Pike. Yes, I'm driving and videoing at the same time, but I'm being careful. Doing this as a solo hike, and it's kind of something I've wanted to do for a long time. Just a nice little hike by myself, me and Mother Nature, and this was a good weekend to do it. So got a lot of support. Robbie's staying at the house a little longer than she wanted to do, and it's going to be cold again. It's supposed to get down into the mid-30s, nothing too bad. Be fun. I'm excited. I'm headed that way. I'm probably about 30 minutes from Texarkana. Should be there about 5:30 this evening. See you on the trail. First night, I stopped at Bard Springs, a little spot about 4 miles away from the trail, and just wanted to stop here and stay the night so I could get a fresh start early in the morning. Got my little tent set up there. You can see inside there a little bit, my sleeping bag, and pillow and everything. Got a good fire going. There's a little small stash of firewood that was here when I got here. I kind of broke it up. Got my little fire going. Don't have any marshmallows or anything, so it's good and warm though. It's a little chilly out tonight. It's about 40 degrees, I think. So I'm planning to get a early night in. I'm gonna hit the sack here in just a little bit, and then try to get up about 6 or 6:30 in the morning, get me a quick bite to eat, run down to the creek, which is right down below me here, and just make sure I got plenty of water, and try to be on the trail by no later than 7:30 or 8 o'clock. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Good night. First night out. Good morning. I'm still here at Bard Springs. It's about 7 o'clock. Beautiful morning. Chilly. Got up and checked my thermometer on my backpack, and it said that it was about 34. So it got a little chilly last night. There's the little lean-to that I was talking about, and right off in the distance there's a bathroom, and there's another lean-to right there. There's another one back in behind. There's probably about 4, 5, 6 maybe, but they're really cool. You know, get you out of the weather. Of course, I didn't sleep in it last night. I slept right over there in my little tent. Got it ready to roll up. All my gear ready to put back in the pack. And about 15 minutes, I'll be heading to the trail. I'm not real sure yet how far I'm going to go. I'm going clockwise on the trail. I'm starting at Blaylock Creek, which is the closest parking area, trailhead, closest to Shady Lake, which is the way I came in last night. And the part of the trail I'm starting on is the toughest part of the trail. I think there's 4 mountains you have to cross, and about 4 miles. So I'm going to get that hard part out of the way, and then there you go, the hard part out of the way, and then once you get to the end of the the Athens Big Fork Trail there at the Little Missouri Trail, I believe it is, at the northern part of the Athens Big Fork Trail, where you turn and start coming back around the north part of the Eagle Rock Loop. Um, Everything gets easier from there, from what I understand. It starts going downhill, and sorry about that. I got a little Starbucks coffee in my mustache too. Anyway, starts going downhill from there. It starts getting a little easier, a lot more scenic. So if I can get that hard part done and still have, 3 or 4 hours of daylight left, then I'm gonna keep going and find me a really cool spot to camp on the river this evening. I'd like to get 10 or 12 miles behind me today. That would put me in line to get everything finished by Sunday. If not, if I get to the top of the mountain and just realize it's gonna be too much and I just want to stop somewhere, then I'm probably gonna be Monday before I get home. But we'll see. I'm fixing to hit the road. Y'all have a good one. Good morning. I'm on the trail. About 44 degrees. About 8:45. I've been out for about 15 minutes. And going uphill. So far, so good. Let me turn this around. It's kind of flattened out a little bit. But a father and son back at the Trailhead. They're from Dallas. They're just ahead of me. He's done this trail several times. He chose to go this direction too, to get this hard part out. He said they were going to try to do it in 2 days. I'd be doing good to do 3. Well, I'm about 7/10 of a mile in, and had to stop. I've gone up about almost 400 feet. All I ate for breakfast this morning was Pop-Tarts and coffee. Whew, yeah. So I had to stop and eat me a protein bar, get a little water. I've got another 190 feet to go up this hill. 3 men just came by. One of them looked like, 2 of them looked like they were a lot older than me. And yeah, you got to be in shape to do this. The first guy looked like he was really struggling, worse than I was. I'm not gonna lie, it's tough. I'm gonna finish this protein bar. I'm gonna get on up the hill. This is the worst, the highest of the climbs that I've got to face. It's 596 feet total. And I think I'm at 373 right now. So I've got about another 170, 180, 90, something like that. And then it'll go downhill for another half a mile, and it goes back up about 300 feet and then back down. It does that for about 2 miles. So got my morning cut out for me. It is about 10:30. Been about 2 miles. I think I've gotten through the worst part of the trail and went downhill for about a half a mile. And there's the trail I just came from. There's the trail that I'm going to, and it's about to start going back uphill again. Great morning. It's probably 55, 60 degrees, something like that. And I have still about 3 miles to go to get through the very hardest part of the trail. Actually, what I just came through was the hardest part. There's still 3 more mountains to cross, but they're not, I think 3, maybe 2, but they're not nearly as bad in elevation change as the one that I just came through. So, I've seen several people on the trail. The 3 guys that passed me earlier, I met up with them again, at the top of Leader Mountain, which was the climb that we had to do. They were there eating lunch, and then a young couple came through, and there was another kid that was with them, but as they caught me and passed me again, they said that that kid was with a family that's still behind me. So they'll probably be passing me here pretty soon at the rate I'm going. I'm just taking my time, no big hurry. And everybody's saying three days. I'm planning on 4, but we'll see. All right. It's 11:23. Yeah, I've only done about 2.5 miles. I don't know what I'm thinking. You come up through those mountains and sometimes it feels like you've done 10 miles. 2.5 miles. I did cross 2 mountains though. Brush Heap, I think, and Leader Mountain. I don't know, something like that. Little meadow here. This is definitely the easy part though. This looks like this has been cut with something. Somehow. Got 2 more mountains to go though before I get to the Little Missouri River. And try to get that done by 1 or 2 o'clock. And then I'll stroll along the Little Missouri River for a couple miles before I find a place to camp for the night. I'm gonna have to stop and get something to eat here pretty soon. I'm getting hungry. Right after I got on that hard part back there, that first mountain, I don't know, I guess that's the only thing I had to eat was Pop-Tarts. That was pretty tough. I had to eat these little Gatorade chews that Robbie got me and eat a protein bar and drank about a half a liter of water. Said a couple of quick prayers and I was good to go after that. Thank you, Jesus. Literally. And fixing to cross another creek right up here. I'm gonna fill my water back up again. Tackle these next 2 mountains. Just a little bit of perspective. That's what I've got to get up to the top of. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's at least another 200 feet. And that's the trail I just came from. And it goes down probably 200 more feet down to the valley down there. Absolutely gorgeous day. Still haven't stopped for lunch, but I'm about to as soon as I get to the other side of this mountain. Be lunch break time. That sure is pretty. Just hope I don't have to go over it. I have a feeling I might. Just came up another pretty good climb. Back downhill right now. My left knee's starting to hurt, which is great. That's not good for going down a hill. And I think I'm going down for a pretty good ways now to the next valley. I think there's another creek crossing within the next half mile, and I'm a good 500 or 600 feet up, so should be interesting. Don't look like much from this phone, but I got to get to the top of that one now. That's at least 200 more feet. I just did about 150. Trail keeps going up, right up there. Those rocks. That's where I'm trying to get to. If I make it up there, I'll be happy, happy, happy. Because that's a long way. Well, it's not a long way. It's only about a half a mile. maybe not even a half a mile. But it is all uphill from here. And when I get up there, it'll be all downhill to the Little Missouri River. I'm only about probably 3/4 of a mile from the Little Missouri River. Little Missouri River. We're parking for this part of the trailhead. Day one is done. I'm in a nice little spot out on the Little Missouri River. Peaceful, quiet. Got my tent right there. A fire pit. Right off the trail that I'm not too crazy about, but it'll do. My knee's about to kill me. Not even 6:30 yet, and I am wore out. Day one, only did about 6 miles. Kind of hobbled through most of it there towards the end, especially the last 2 miles. Knee was killing me. I don't know what I'm gonna do for the next 24 miles. Might have to find a signal and call Robbie and tell her to come get me. I just had some chicken and dumplings. I'm sitting by the fire. Pretty cool night. It's probably 48, 50 degrees. A little chilly, but it's alright. I downloaded a couple of movies from Netflix that I was sitting here watching while I was eating my dinner. There's my fire. I don't know if you can hear the water in the background or not, but I'm right by the water. And like I say, it's not even 6:30 yet, so I don't know what I'm going to do the rest of the night. Probably just turn in early, so I can get up early and take off again. It's funny, I was watching a movie, and I don't know what the name of it is, but the guy was out in the woods, and he started doing something around a campfire, and next thing I know, I'm sitting here watching a movie of a campfire, and I look right over to my left, and there's my campfire. I thought, wow, what a strange coincidence. But that's about it. I'm gonna watch some more of this movie and probably snack on something here in a little while. I'm full, completely full of chicken and dumplings right now. Those things have 2 servings in them, and I ate most of it. But oh, one other funny thing. Robbie's always picking on me about everywhere I go somebody knows me. Well, I hadn't ran into anybody that I know, but as I was setting my camp up, 2 guys come kind of close to my camp, and they walk across the creek, the river. There's a space across the river from me that's somebody had camped in before, and they were kind of looking it over, and I heard one of them say, "No, let's keep looking." So they came back across, and they kind of walked through my campsite, and they stopped, and I'd asked them how far they'd been and where they parked and all that kind of stuff. People ask around here. And the guy looks at me and he says, "Are you Barry Walker?" I said, "Yeah." He saw my post on the Arkansas backpacking page and recognized me from there. I guess I've got kind of a look that people would recognize with this white Santa Claus beard. Anyway, they were real nice guys, both of them. We sat here and talked for a little while, and then they went on up the river a little bit, looking for another spot. They wanted something right on the water, and I guess I got this one. So, all right, I will talk to y'all tomorrow.